chilly. Hello. I'm keeping this time I can actually see the comments coming through because I seem to be missing them last time. So hopefully we can see some comments. Right, we've got a few people popping on. So hope you're all alright. And welcome to, I think it's day 10, isn't it? Hello, Bliss. Good girl. So day 10, which is just paint the town red. So I'm not sure if you've watched the video yet, seen where you're up to. It's again a nice game that sort of is all about sort of proximity to you as well, and just making it more fun to come around. So I'm just going to play it with Bliss. You can make it and add a little more complexity to it as you go through. I mean, again, one thing I love about the way that these games work is you can change them to be whatever you want them to be, really. So you know, you don't be confined by the rules of what you see in the game. You know, it's not a hard and fast rule. I mean, obviously if you understand the concept of them being close to you and paying attention to the hand and getting sort of movement like that, I say you can eventually sort of get them moving to your hand without even having to have food in it. Just the joy of sort of chasing around that hand becomes more interesting, and then you can reward at a later date. So if you're on, just let me know who's on. You know, just post a comment saying hi, whatever, just so I can see who's on. And we've been quite busy this morning actually. It's been nice to just been filming some short little segments. I'll probably post it on the page later, just to do kind of a little bit of a sort of promotional video on some of the things that we can do with dogs. Just slightly different to the norm, I suppose, what you would see from the normal sort of sit stay. So just some variation. Oh, hi Sylvia, good to see you. Obviously you made it because you just posted a comment, so hope you're alright. And how's the Easter bonnet going? Anyone didn't know, I mean, Sylvia's Ali has got or had a cone on the other day in one of the pictures that I saw, so it was quite cute. So right, so oh, hi Elaine. How are you finding everything? Are you up to date with the course? Oh, hi Amy. Cooper's mum. So, how's everyone doing? Are you all up to speed? You're all up to... it is day 10, isn't it? Yeah. I just watched the videos and then, yeah, I'm sure it's day 10. So, remember what I said, you can vary this sort of in any way that you want. Bliss is kind of happily just... Come in, Bliss. It's a busy morning, Bliss has, but anyway, let's get started and let's just have a quick run through. Shouldn't be a lengthy one, this one anyway, because it's a very sort of... I love the simplicity of some of these games, but the power that they have. So let's get started. So I'll just lower this down and just make sure you can see where I'm going to be. I think that should be alright. There she is, there's Madam. So, what we're going to try and do is we're just going to have some food in our hand. And she comes in. Okay. So, depending on the food that you've got, actually, it's nice and easy for them to. The nose, obviously, you know it's there to start with. Send her away. Move back. Yes. So that's why we call it sort of paint the town red. As you can see, it's that hand movement. If you saw the video with Jasper, I mean, obviously Jasper is lightning quick. Yes, good girl. You want to stand still for that. If she starts, so like you can see sometimes if they start to lose interest, release the food a little bit quicker. So you really want it on the nose. bottom. Get another handful. Gets one free. Put it on away. Let's see if we can get it out. Yes. Cool. Right. Oh, I'm so unfit. Hence why I got Bliss. She's supposed to get me sort of moving again. Good girl. Good girlie. Ready? Show you the new trick she's been learning. She can actually jump on cue now, hopefully. Come in then. Bliss, jump. Good girl. Look, Bliss. Can you see her? Say hello, Bliss. I just bite my nose. Look who's there. Good girl. So, anyone got any questions? Anyone got any problems? Even with any of the other games or anything? So again, have a go. Just lure them round with your hand, get them focused, give them a go, and yeah, post some videos, either on my main page or even in the, I think on the main page will be fine. I've got sort of a separate consult group that I'm just setting up at the moment, so that's more of a place for people who've worked with me so I can get some honed in skills. Obviously I've got the new course that's just up and running and online now, that's available, so just put a post out where I'm looking for ideas, because my overall plan is, you know, given everything that's gone off, if I've got to try and survive somehow, so looking at options of what I can do online, but I want to build a really nice big course, but sometimes they can take, you know, it can be years in the making, so I'm looking at trying to build maybe just some nice little bite-sized chunk pieces that just, I've kind of called it a bit like pick and mix shop, so you know, I could just go, right, okay, the big course is going to contain everything, but actually if you've only got a struggle on visitors coming to the home, and I think in my post, well, that's not, shouldn't really be a problem today, right there, Bliss, but you can just go and pick out that one, so instead of having to buy or spend a fortune on some massive courses, these will be nice short, you know, bite-sized chunk courses that you can just go, yeah, I've got that problem and there's that solution, and you can just go in and pick. I don't know whether it'll work, but obviously I'm just, you know, when you get times like this, and for me, if I'm at home not having my brain going, I'll be the size of a house myself, so I'm trying to steer clear of the biscuit tin and not buy too, I mean, because for me, you know, chocolate is an essential purchase, so I've got to be careful when I go out that I don't sort of fill up on too much of that. So I'm trying to keep myself busy, trying to do lots of things, trying to do lots of videos with Bliss, a lot of scent work and lots of different things. Just seen the light come through. Was that for the chocolate? Whoever that was. But so I'm like, yes, trying to be really good, because I'm used to being at home, but the difference is I'm used to being at home with, you know, 7 dogs, whereas now, you know, I've got Rebel and Bliss, so once I've done a bit of work with them, you know, it's, they need to rest again. I mean, Bliss with scent work, you know, you only want to be doing, you know, 5 to 10 minutes and then she needs a rest. You know, Rebel, you know, he's fine. I mean, he's an 8-year-old boy, but again, some of the stuff that I do with him, you know, it's sort of 5-10 minutes, then give him a rest, and then I get to sort of, I've got to sit down and then, oh, I'll just go and reach for that little bit of chocolate. So anyway, that's it for today. So I'll see you again tomorrow for day 11 and see what game we've got up tomorrow, because I don't even know what that one is. So that'll be interesting. I'll go and have a look at that myself. But if you have got any questions or any comments, anything that's not clear, you know, just have a go. But the point of this game is to really get them enjoying that proximity to you, following them through. She is, well, the last time she was weighed, which was a couple of weeks ago, Sylvia, sorry, she was 14.5. Sorry, yeah, 14.5. It's kind of weird how her weight's gone, because I don't think she's going to be that big, because she was from a big litter. The litter was 11, and then she was about 13.5. Then she had you might remember, she had a bout of tummy upset, and she lost a little bit of weight, and that's all cured now, and she's back fine. But she just only went back up to 14.5, and she sort of stayed there. So, you know, yeah, 14.5 kilos at the moment, but I don't think she's going to be, I mean, what is she now? She's 9-10 months, so still got between 10 and 20% maybe max. So, you know, 10% would take her to what, probably about 16. So she'll probably finish somewhere between 16 and 18, I think. But yeah, so it's one of the things I like teaching her, because she does like a lot of springers, likes jumping up. So while people say to me, well, why do you teach your dog to jump up? Well, if she likes it, if I put it on cue, okay, Alice 15.4, yeah, good for our muscles, might show my bodybuilder son. Good luck to you, Sylvia. So yeah, I've lost my train of thought then. So yeah, so sorry, I jump, put it on cue, because then I can use it as a reward mechanism, because she enjoys it. You know, rather than restrict her from jumping up, let her jump up at times when it's appropriate to jump up, and she's been a good girl, and then reward her with that kind of close and that jump in, and then that will satisfy that need and not kind of restrict her from it. So I use a lot of desires that my dogs like, even though I may not personally like them, to reward them, because if they really like it, you know, what better reward than letting them do something that they really like. But if you put it on cue, put it under control a little bit, then they get their desire and you get more control. So hence why but I kind of like that jumping up, because Rebels, you know, he's 32 kilograms and probably a little bit too big, although he does do it on the sofa. He'll come and jump up. Okay, so what's Elaine saying? Any tips on how to get a dog to stand? I will be showing my dog, but he will not stand still for me. Okay, so you're looking for, so does he just naturally go into a sit? Or is it just that he just keeps moving about? So I'll see if those things come through. But one of the things that I would do to start with is train something like a hand touch. So so what you can do is you kind of, in fact, go to selling. Now on my course there's a thing to show you the hand touch, but simply with the hand touch you're going to have the dog sort of try and come towards you, but how you start is just have the dog in front of you, and imagine this hand is the dog's head. You just place your hand at the side of the head and then wait for the nose to just come around and touch, and then you mark and reward. Okay, so yeah, so he keeps on moving. So then putting his nose onto that. You can do it as a chin target as well, so you could actually, you know, get him to put his chin on your lap, and then what you're going to do is, as his nose comes round, then you're going to start moving your hand away. So you're going to be putting your hand further away. Sorry, so you're going to put your hand further away, and the dog's going to go towards it. Okay, so what you're looking for when you first start something like this is for him to just touch, and then what you're going to do over time is you're just going to allow him to, was it a him? Sorry, I can't remember. Did you say it was a him? Yes, sorry Elaine. and just allow him to move towards it and touch, and then you're going to kind of wait and hold duration, so you're going to keep him holding there longer. And then what you can do is when you stop, and you can just hold your hand down to the side, he will come in, give you the nose touch, but you know it's going to take a bit of time, but it's like anything, you're just going to then gradually build duration. But as I say to anybody that's trying to train duration, is don't always go up in time, so be prepared to mix it up, because really what you want is something that we call variable reward ratio. Without going into the mechanics of it, it's just that variable is the most resistant to extinction, so you want to be pinging it about. So if he comes to you and does a hand touch or a chin target or a knee target, so you can train it to anything you want. I mean, if you stood up and it's when you're doing it, you could train it to your knee, and you can just have him keeping his nose on your knee, and then all you're going to be doing is drip feeding, and you're going to count to 1 second reward, 5 seconds reward, 10 seconds reward, 1 second reward, and you're just going to ping pong it all over the place, so that once he has stayed still for a while, he starts to realise that he gets paid for being still. And if he moves off, obviously you've maybe just pushed him a little bit too far, so try and keep within where his threshold is. So if you notice that he keeps breaking after 5 seconds, then always reward him at 4 for a bit longer and go 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, and then go back up to 5 and 10 and over time. Does that make a bit of a sense, Elaine? Hopefully I've explained that okay. Hi Jodie. Just going to see if Elaine pops up a comment. But so I hope that's made a bit of sense. So as I say, you can do a hand target, you can do a chin target, do it on your knee, just to hold him in duration. I mean, again, brilliant. Okay, well, however you get on, just send me some message. I mean, I have got a separate consultation group that's there for people, so I can get you more sort of detail on that. So I can send you over some links to like my my YouTube channel and things like that, to be able to see how we go through them. Just excuse me a second. So yeah, so you can just have a look at that. But I say things like a hand target when you stood still are great, because it kind of gives him a job. So it gives him something to have a go at, rather than just waiting, because depending what context as well, because it depends where you are when you're trying this. So if you're out in the park, then you've got, you know, that's too far in advance for him at this moment, because all the stimuli that's happening in the park is going to be too much for him to maintain his stillness there. So again, it's like we're doing these games here. You know, we practice them in the house, we practice them in the back garden. We then start taking them out on the road with us, and then over time you'll find that he's just absolutely being rock solid at your side. And eventually you won't, you know, you don't necessarily need to do the hand target, but I always like to do something like that, because it gives the dog a clear instruction on what you want, and then you can just build that duration. So yeah, have a go, let me know how you get on, and then just post some comments. Sorry, the comments. Bliss's tail is going 10 to the dozen. Blissy, yeah, come on, jump. There you go. Good girl. There you go. Blissy. Who's that? No. Good girl. Right, Bliss. Say goodbye. So, need any help? Pop any comments in the post below once it goes back up on the page. And from me and Bliss, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.